Alright, so for some reason, if I made this an actual vertical YouTube short, it doesn't get pushed to anyone, but this one's actually useful, so I decided to just remake it into a super short normal video. I'll still upload the short after, so let me know where you've seen this first. So this is a super quick video for healers or people with healers in their group that also don't have a mage, so basically everyone. I'm sure everyone knows right now that the mugs of dragon juice is the best drink for mana, as it's roughly fully equivalent to the entire mana bar in its total duration. Now, Mage Food is more or less the same time-wise. The advantage for Mage Food is that it also heals you up to full HP, so it might save you a few casts and then by extension some mana out of combat. Now, you can find a mage AFK somewhere and ask them to drop you a table, or group with a mage for your first key, but even then it's like a process and it's all about waiting for people to either apply as mage or people not be AFK in Valdrakken. And then even if you log out for 20 minutes and the despawns from your bags, you have to do it again and it's annoying. So I've always just ran around with hundreds of these dragon juice containers. There's an easier, faster, and repeatable way to get infinite mage food even without an actual player mage. So Blizzard recently added follower dungeons where you can do normal dungeons with AI bots. It's generally pretty scuffed. However, one of the DPS in the follower dungeons is always a mage. Before you start a key session, queue up one follower dungeon, and that doesn't matter which. Just make sure you're solo. If you queue with other DPS, I think you can only queue 3 people into a follower dungeon, but it might replace the mage's spot. But as soon as you get into a follower dungeon, the AIs do some RP talking, and the mage always drops a table after like 2 seconds. So take the buns, and then you can just leave the instance without any deserter or queue penalty. Now, there is one limit to be mindful of. You can only start 10 follower dungeons per day per account. Now, in theory, if you start it really fast and leave, sometimes it doesn't count to the limit, but I have done this get mage food this way strat for a week now. At max, on some days, I have to do it 3 or 4 times, but I've never even come close to having to do it 10 times, because that would imply you've done 10 keys with a 20-minute break offline in between each key. Like, I feel like that never happened, so it should be no issue at all. But yeah, that's it. Free mage food for life as long as follower dungeons remain in the game. Very nice. Now, this isn't just for healers. Everyone benefits from having mage food. It's the fastest way to get you up to max health and mana out of combat. And it helps if your healer is drinking to just sit down and get some health as well, so you save them on some mana so they don't have to drink for a longer time. Anyways, that's it. Later.